It was She's Becoming Domestic. That was the name of my blog. But everyone started shortening it a couple of years ago to just domestic. So I guess I'm not becoming anything anymore. But it feels like it's evolving all the time. So I guess I'm just domestic. It's still dough and a mess, so it still fits. Fall to me is about football, especially college football. I will get up on a Saturday around, well, I get up because I have a kid, but by noon, the TV is on at least one ESPN station. It doesn't matter who's playing, I'm always going to root for the underdog. I'm going to watch football all day long on a Saturday. And baking is a part of that, especially in the fall, because in the fall you want to have the oven on. I was challenged by KitchenAid to come up with a 2-ingredient baked good. After a lot of thought, this seemed like an impossible challenge. What are you going to start with? Flour and an egg? So you have to play chopped. You have to see what do you have that will make something. And ice cream already has a lot of something in it. So the joke is on KitchenAid, ice cream scones. Ice cream and flour, you can mix them up a variety of different ways, and you've got a variety of different scones. So come on, I'll show you how to do it. I've got 2 cups of black cherry ice cream here. It's actually a black cherry vanilla. And this one's already got some dark chocolate chips already mixed into it, and that will play really well with the cherry flavor. If it's not mixed all the way, you can pop it into the microwave, but you definitely want it soupy. The way that little kids like to eat it, you know, after they sit around, stir it up for about 30 minutes. And then little by little, you're gonna add in flour. I'm gonna do it about a half a cup at a time. And this is self-rising flour. Definitely use self-rising flour so it'll be nice and fluffy for you. A normal scone recipe, you're gonna have your cream, your milk, you're gonna have butter and sugar, everything that's already incorporated into an ice cream. So this is a complete cheat. Now we've got it all mixed up. I'm going to use the ice cream scoop because we're making ice cream scones. Put it right onto the parchment paper, and we're in a pretty good shape here. My KitchenAid oven, her name is Gilda. She introduced herself to me last April when she was installed, and just looking at her, I knew her name was Gilda, and we've been best friends ever since. Make sure your oven is keeping its temperature. I know the middle of my oven is always going to be 350 if it says 350. It's an amazing apparatus, and no one's taking it away from me. So what we're going to do now is make a nice chocolate ganache. Technically, for the KitchenAid challenge, I was supposed to only use 2 ingredients, but ganache is also a 2-ingredient wonder. Cream and chocolate. You want your cream to just come to a little simmer around the edge of the pot. As soon as you see the little bubbles start to pop up, it's warm enough. So you'll turn the heat off immediately, dump in your chocolate, and do not stir it. Don't do anything to it. Just let it sit there for about 30 seconds. Never want to stir it up. We can either use a fork to top our scones, or if you want to get super fancy, we could put it in a piping bag and pipe it on there. But I think a game day scone should be pretty simple. We'll just use a fork and drizzle. So basically what we've done is we have set out our ice cream at kickoff. Halftime, take a break, come in, mix it all together. 5 minutes later, you're ready to pop them into the oven. And then 18 minutes later, third quarter starts, you have scones. Good? Mm-hmm. What's it taste like?
Chocolate chip and chocolate.